Hi, it's Dr. Somji. Welcome to my video reviewing one of the most popular brands in skincare right now. It's the Inkey List. One of the buzzwords that I always like talking about is how to build your skin barrier, because if you build your skin barrier, defense is the better form of attack. You don't lose moisture, you don't get sensitivity, you get less pigmentation. One of the best ways to build your skin barrier is with niacinamide. Everyone talks about the niacinamide from the Inkey List. Actually, a lot of my patients use it. It's great. Vitamin B3 to build that skin barrier to protect you against all these nasty things that we talked about. So pigmentation, redness, anti-aging, dryness, all these things niacinamide helps. You're gonna get some benefits in actually reducing some form of pigmentation, maybe just fading things. You're not gonna have a dark spot or melasma being removed with niacinamide, but it's maybe gonna keep it under control. And also if you're undergoing like aggressive treatment or depigmentation treatments, then it's gonna help maintain things and maybe even prep you for these things. But as we can see in the Inkey info, you've got 10% niacinamide, so it helps control excess oil, target blemishes, and tackle redness. We already know that. 1% hyaluronic acid solution to help hydrate and plump the skin. So what this is all talking about, what I think they're trying to get with this product is almost like a skin nourishing treatment. And if we look at the ingredients, I'm pleased because niacinamide is second on the list. Fantastic. So we know we're not being sold something that is a false identity. And also you've got some interesting things. You've got ferment filtrate, because when I do market research, I look at everything. Ferment filtrate is present in a lot of Korean brands. And one of the things that Korean brands are really good for are building the skin barrier. They believe that acne is all down to an impaired skin barrier. How that works, if your skin barrier is not great, you're gonna lose moisture. If you lose moisture, you produce more sebum. If you produce more sebum, acne proliferates, it multiplies, and then you get spots. So if you improve the skin barrier, you'll stop all of those negative cycles. So adding things like this are quite on trend, and actually it's quite nice and refreshing to see. So it's a great reflection of the brand. Combining this with hyaluronic acid, fantastic. I think this is a great product that you can use in addition. So if you have an impaired skin barrier and you're already using a barrier cream, you're nourishing it with maybe higher strength like hyaluronic acid, you can use this after the hyaluronic acid to almost help that barrier. So it can be used in combination. So you use your hyaluronic acid first, then you use the niacinamide over the top, and you might then put your SPF or some other moisturizer on top of that too. So great combination treatment. What is niacinamide? Well, look, I would say that if you're using deconstructed skincare where you're taking all these small ingredients, it's an essential cog, okay, in the mechanism. You kind of need this to help the barrier. It's a key thing. A lot of things that we talk about now with skincare is saying, well, look, we want to build this barrier, we want to supplement it, we want to protect. If you're going to use niacinamide, especially at 10% concentration, that's pretty impressive. Little bit disappointed, mainly because niacinamide, when combined with things like vitamin C, works synergistically, so it works better. So they're missing out on a trick, not adding any other actives. There's a few things here, but it's nothing to shout home about. I mean, you know, there's not really much here that you can really kind of like blend and combine to getting a better result. It's just niacinamide by itself. So it's like saying, well, I'm buying a Ferrari but without the engine. It's a little bit disappointing that this is sold as a product because it should be combined with a lot more active ingredients. So for that, my rating is 5 out of 10.